Hello everyone. It's me, Connie, and I am here to show you what I got at Family Dollar. So, I got this little notepad too, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna run that through my printer with that coffee stain paper. I think that'd be kind of cool. Which is ridiculous, honestly, because I can just cut my copy paper down to this size, so I may not even do that. That would be ridiculous, right? But anyway, I got this for whatever I need it for then. Whatever. I thought, I'm gonna do that to these too. These I can run this paper through there and have some little pages to put into my junk journal. That would be awesome, right? I love that. Okay, so I've never bought these. They're the covers are not good. You can tell the covers are $1.25. You know what I'm saying? They're not well made, but I don't intend on using that. I am going to cut these out and use this as little things to tuck into my these are really in bad shape. They're coming undone. They're just not good at all, but the paper on the inside is fine. So I thought, well, I'm going to take the paper out of these and use them. Okay. These right here, these are the dotted pages that I got. And the thing of it is you can get just regular size grid paper and cut it down, run it through and then cut it down to this size. I didn't think about that until just recently, but I went ahead and bought it anyway because I love this stuff. I love this, and I like the paper thickness. When you buy just regular grid paper, it's very thin most of the time. It's really thin. Let me fix this phone. It's kind of crooked. It's usually very thin. You know what I'm saying? So I chose to go ahead and buy these, and so the covers are, in semi-okay shape. You could probably do something with that. I don't know. I may cut some of this stuff up and use it in journals or whatever, but not really. If that makes sense. Probably not. I don't know. But anyway, let's just take one apart. Since I was asked about this paper, I wanted to show you because I went to Family Dollar and I picked up this little book, and this one is done with the paper clips, which makes it kind of much easier to take apart. So I'm just using this little pokey tool that I got from the Family Dollar for $1.25. I've had it for a while now. My favorite pokey tool is from what do you call it? Stampin' Up! Is my favorite. Alright, so there we go. Taken out of this paper cover. Okay? So alright, so now what I do instead of just opening it up and cutting it, I'm just going to cut the edge of this off. And this is what I did last time. So I figure, well, why not do that again? I'm going to lose a little bit, but I'm really okay with that. It just seems to me to be a little bit easier, whoopsie, to do than, I can try it both ways and just see what happens. It could be easier to do. It could be easier to do open it up and cut it down the middle, but I need it to be flat, so when I run it into the printer, it will be, there won't be any creases, and it'll grab in the printer just fine. So I'll just kind of cut off the edge right here, the last little dots on the paper. And you just kind of go through and just keep going. I'm not pressing very, very hard, but I am giving it a little pressure until it's all cut off. There we go. All right, I'm not like the best of jobs, but it is all done. It's all off, and each page is separated. So, yay, that is completed. And let's see, how many pages is in here? Does it say? 60 sheets. You get 60 sheets for $1.25. So, I don't think that's too bad. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a bad deal. I don't think that is a bad deal. So, I mean, you could keep this little book and journal in it all day long if you want to, but I like the paper. I like the texture of the paper, and that sort of thing. I love the texture. I like the thickness of it. If you use just regular grid paper, it's not going to be that thick. And I'm sure you can order things like that, but you know, I haven't done my homework on that. All I know is I ran across this, loved it, and had to have it. So I went a while ago and bought what they had, because who knows if they'll get it again. And then I will do some research maybe and see if I can't find something else to take its place. You know what I mean? All right, so let me straighten it all out and make sure everything is in place. Go to the last little grid line and just cut away. And that's all I'm doing. We'll do this one and then I'll take the other one apart. I wish I had the size. Oh no. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens, but it does. Not a problem. Just lay it back down. Not a problem. It's one of those, oh man, moments, but it'll be all right. We're okay with it. There. That'll work. That is okay. It's good enough. It will go through the printer. So, I'm excited to have these. I'm like tickled. Tickled. You can see that it's not all the same, but what I will do is run this section in by itself through the printer, and then I will run this section in by itself in the printer, so that and then I do both sides. So I would show you one, but I'm out. Okay, so now I wish I had this size. This has already been ran through the printer, and it's got the coffee stain on it. It's so pretty. But I don't have this book anymore because apparently I took it apart. But it was a gift, and my husband found it. Somebody gave it to him at work, and so I took the pages out. Caffeine, baby. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna get caffeine on me today. Now this, I'm looking at it. I've not done one of these before, so let's just take it apart. Let's just take it apart and see what happens. I have no idea what's gonna happen here. This is a new one for me, but I'm sure it's just like, oh, look at that. That is just not very well made. Whale. Let's just cut away. All right. There it is. But I want to take this last page off. This cover page. I don't know. I need to like get that. I may leave it. So this kind of tells you, I mean, this might be good for something, but you know, I'm probably not going to keep all that. I'm not like concerned about all that. I am not, you know, I mean, it would be great for probably another cover or whatever, but it's not the size of covers that I normally use. So I'm just going to cut that off with my trimmer. I mean, with my blade here. Just kind of line everything up and try to get it. Let me turn it over because of that lip on there. Just line it up. Get it as straight as possible. And then I'm going to cut it. This has this cork on one side, so it's not supposed to slip. But every now and then I do get a little piece that slips. Y'all saw that. But I want to take that off. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think it's straight enough. Let's see. I'm putting a little bit of pressure here. Let's see how well did I do. Let's see, I may have to cut some more off. I went a little not close enough. So what I'm gonna do is, I made a mess of that. So this will be a learning curve on this book because, it's not even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to measure it out. How big I want these so that I have a straight edge. You know what I mean? Let's see, how big are they? I'm gonna bring it down to 5.5. Good deal. Perfect. So that makes it a nice clean cut at 5.5. Woohoo! 5.5. Good deal. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, this one's, that's not good. Let's just do a little bit less because I'm putting a little stress, I think, on my little cutter here. There we go. Love it. Yep, I may have to do this a little different on the next one. But I'm just kind of giving you an idea of some stuff that I do to have different size papers and stuff. And y'all, I love coffee stain paper. I love the texture of it, and I have it and I make it, but I don't always I don't I have some, but not everything. I feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that to everything. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, right? I don't always feel like, oh look, those two sheets are stuck together because it was, let's see if this one's done the same way. It is. I will do something different with these. We'll take it down to 5, and I won't run this through the printer, but I'll do something else with it. That away. Nothing goes to waste. Well, there we go. Nothing goes to waste. I can do something with that. All right. So, yay. Let me pull my trash can over here so I can empty all that out. Okay. So, that is what I'm doing. That is how I get my different size papers. I just wished I had the other one. So, if you have a Family Dollar near you, try to go and get you some of these papers. And, you know, these are really, really cool. And they're cheap enough. I mean, you know, really, come on. They're 5 by 8. There's 30 sheets in each one. There's 30 sheets in each pack. So that's good. And I'm going to have to cut that off at the top, I guess. I don't know. Look at there. You got some chipboard right there if you need this size. That's the only thing about some of this chipboard is, you know, I don't like keeping it all because really, I'm not going to, not everything's going to be this size, but I will keep it. Let's see how, yeah, this is a good height. This is 8 inches tall. So this would be a good book cover if you're going to make a hard back. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make a hard cover, this would be good to keep. So we'll just keep that. Do I cut that off? Or do I just go through and peel each one off? Oh, man. This paper is thin. This paper is very, very thin. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to half it and bring it through the my paper trimmer because I don't feel like pulling each one apart. I mean, I could cut it that would be easy enough because it's all together. Let's do that. Let's just cut it. Why not? I'm just gonna cut a smidge. But I like this, that it's 8 inches. I hate to cut it, but it doesn't matter because I'm not making a book with it. It's just stuff that I'm adding in. It's telling me it's 155. There we go. All done. Can run that through the printer. My Fitbit is telling me it's 155. Let's just do all of them at the same time. So, there we go. We are going to cut just a tiny bit off the end. And I can run it through the printer. Oh, Connie Lynn. Let's do one at a time. Oh, goodness, Connie. So what I'm trying to do is get in a hurry, and this sort of thing you cannot get in a hurry with. You just can't. It's just not a good idea. This paper is not the best paper, I'm telling you right now. But I have it, so I will use it. But this paper, it is so thin. However, after you print on it, it's going to look pretty. But I'm just saying, it's the quality of the paper on this pack. I bought 2 of these. Nope, I bought 3. I bought 3 of these, and this is Family Dollar Treehouse Pad. It is very thin paper. Which is fine because it's just going to be an add-in. I'm not going to sew it into anything. So that's okay too, right? So that can all go through the printer. So I have 3 more of these to cut. Or to just leave it in the plastic and try to cut it that way. But it's got that in there, so I don't want to do that. Oh, Lord. Things that we do to try to get things done in a hurry. Okay, so these are very thin paper. Just FYI, I'm going to stop for now. But this paper is very thin. But when you print on both sides, I think it'll be pretty. But y'all were asking about the grid paper, and I just thought I'd show you. But I went ahead. I have this size now, which these are so... I think I'm going to love this. And this, I think it's going to be pretty once I print on it. It's a very thin paper. And then here is the grid paper, which I love the thickness of it. It is thicker than, like if you buy a big thing of grid paper, the blue, it is thicker than that. So I'm just kind of sharing that with you. So here is what the book looks like. It says dotted pages, and they're $1.25 at their 60 sheets at Family Dollar. You can also get this in lined paper. I got 1 in the lined paper, I think. The rest of them are... Nope, I got 2 in the line, and the rest are the grid. So when I cut these down, I can run them all through there. There we go. I can run it all through there. Very good. So there is the lined paper. All right. So you've got your dotted and you got your lined. This was from the Family Dollar. Like I said, there's 60 pages in here. They're 5.5 by 8.25. So I got that. Is that right there? And then this is that. And then this size right here is this book, and this is like in terrible shape. 6 by 8, and there's 55 sheets in it. So there we go. I just kind of wanted to give you a run through of some of the little papers that I find, and I just run it through my printer, and I do the coffee stain paper, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it makes great little pages to you know, fold up and put in little tuck spots and stuff like that. You see how I did it here? I mean, it's just perfect for that. This is my flip-flop journal I'm working on right now. Oh, Lord. I pulled it out. I'm so proud of myself. So there's a video coming, working on this really, really soon. So anyway, here you go. I hope this helps you out. Go to Family Dollar. Check out the stuff. Also, just know that you don't have to coffee stain everything. You can just run it through the printer and you're done. But I'm not saying don't coffee stain. If you want to, you can. I do copy paper, you know, the thin 20-pound usually, and or the 24, I don't know, whatever. But I like the texture of it and the way it feels and how it is in a book, and so I still do that. But these little pieces like this, I just run it through the printer front and back, and voila, we've got some perfect add-ins for your journals. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, my little haul to Family Dollar. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Be sure and give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about this paper and the idea of printing it out with coffee stain digital. Anyway, so there's that. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon.